Hi, and welcome back to Left-Handed Chef. Once again, my name is Aaron Vaughn. I've been a chef or a cook for about 27, 28 years. I have recently had a brain abscess that limited me a little bit, and so I'm trying to get back in cooking in the kitchen and trying to show people how to do things a little bit easier. So today we're going to cook. We're going to do a little sheep pan roast. We're going to cook sockeye coho salmon with some vegetables, onions, and then I'm going to do a little bit of grits for that as well. So once again, here we go. I have a special cutting board with nails, suction cups, and it's been very, very helpful for me with one hand. So I would recommend starting there because it just doesn't move. So I got some broccolini that I am going to place. I've already pre-washed everything. So everything is pre-washed. Put a little music on this time. See if that will help anything. I don't know if it will or not. If it's too loud, I will know. Um, Here we go. Cutting the yellow pepper. And we're going to do kind of a rough cut on this. And I like to do this type of cooking. It's really easy. One pan cooking in the oven. It's really easy. Put everything on a sheet tray. Toss it with a little bit of oil and salt and pepper and whatever else you might want to. I like to put a lot of smoked paprika in everything that I do. So just put these on the sheet tray. I'll show you that in a second. So what I have right now, I just have the broccolini and the peppers on that sheet tray. So now I'm going to cut my onion. And I'm only going to use half the onion, but I still wanted to show you how to cut it. Use the nails. Really, really helpful. It's been a big help to me. So what I do is put it back on the nails, peel off the paper, the onion paper. And then I just cut it. Like so. And I put that. Break it up on the sheet tray. And then what we'll do next is I already pre-washed some cherry tomatoes. And I'll just go on there with those. And so now we have all these vegetables. So what we're going to do now is cut one of these lemons in half. Squeeze a little bit on top of the vegetables, just a half a lemon. Make sure you have a towel with you. I usually do. I have a ton of towels. And then we're just going to drizzle with a little bit of olive oil, about a little less than a tablespoon. We're going to go in with about a teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of pepper. And we're just going to mix this all together. You could do all this in a bowl, but also you don't want to have a lot of dishes that you have to clean up as well. Bring all that together. And there you go. You have that ready to go. So preheat the oven at 425 on convection bake. And so now we're going to take some garlic. I put garlic in everything. And you should too. I just feel, I just love garlic. It's good for you. And I like to leave it whole. I mean, especially when you're doing something like this, because you're going to get the flavor and you're going to get nice chunks of garlic in the roast as well when you roast the pan. So, and I'm doing 3 cloves. You can do more or less or none at all if you don't like garlic. Some people are allergic to it. And this is a really simple, like I said, this really simple dish. But it's healthy, it's good for you, and it's full of flavor. All right. Now we'll go in with the salmon. And I bought coho salmon for this. You can get whatever salmon you want. Depending on the thickness, just depends on how long you're going to go. This is about a 1/2 inch thick. So I'll probably go about 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes on roast this in the oven. So we're going to go on with a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of paprika, which I have right here. And you can use any fish for this. And like I said, it just depends on the thickness. And what type of fish really depends on how long you're going to go. So we're going to put this right on top of the vegetables. Wash your hands. So we're going to go right on top, and I'm going to drizzle a little bit of oil on the fish. And there you go. You have vegetables and salmon ready to go. So now on to the second step of this, which is the grits. And what I do is I do a 4-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to do a cup of grits. So I'm going to do 4 cups of water. And whatever you use to measure your grits, use it for the water. Bring that water up to a boil. Put a little salt in that water. little bit of olive oil. And that's pretty much all we're going to do for right now. We're going to go in with a little bit of lemon here when it's done cooking. And it shouldn't take that long. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to throw this fish in the oven. We're going to set a timer for about 8 minutes, and we'll check it, and we'll see where we're at. And hopefully we'll see where we're at with color and time. We'll be able to see where we're at. So, like I said, I preheat the oven to 425. We'll throw this in here, and we'll shut the door. All right, now time to set the timer for 8 minutes. And there we go. Now we'll wait and see what happens. So, little tricks that I have for a lot of times is with one pan cooking, you can use empapillote, you can use foil, you can use parchment paper, you can use whatever. I like one sheet tray because it's just open, and with thin salmon, it'll cook fast. So we'll be right back with more of what we're going to do. Thank you so much. All right, bye. All right, we're back. Cooking the salmon. It's been in the oven for about like 5 minutes. So waiting on that. The water's getting ready to come up for the boil for the grits. So, like I told you, I did 4 cups. You can do 5 if you want. You can do 5 to 1 or 4 to 1. It just depends on what you want to do. So I'm going in with my grits. So just do the 1 cup. And use whatever you want. There's a lot of local grits around here. There's blue grits. I'm using Bob's Red Mill. It just has a lot of cool stuff that I use. And they have the best bags to close. So just dump that in. And then for the first little bit, I take a whisk. Oops. So just whisk it until it all comes together. And you'll notice it when it starts to come together. You keep whisking and keep whisking. Turn the temperature down. And you can sit and have all kinds of fun, because when you have one hand, pot handles like to slide, especially when they're on a glass top cooking surface. All right. I took it off because it's getting a little too hot. And sometimes, like I told you last time, on the cooking surface, it takes forever for this to cool down. Just make sure if you have any mess, make sure you clean it up. And then once it's all come together, then grab a spatula and just keep going back and forth. You don't mind it sticking a little bit. You want a little smokiness in your grits. That's a little trick. So it's been about 8 minutes on the fish. So we'll check where we're at. If you have glasses, watch out. And here we are. So we'll go another 6 minutes. I was wrong with the time. So it's looking good though. So we'll go in another 6 minutes. Set that timer. And there we go. Little bit on the bottom. And grits in the South, man, everyone loves them. Shrimp and grits, they put on everything. It took me a long time to like it. And it took me to becoming a cook. Stone ground grits, really changed everything for me. That stuff, that like creamy stuff we used to get at like breakfast places was horrible to me. Grits are coming along nicely. Going with the other half of the lemon. I like to put lemon in my grits. Some people don't. I prefer it personally. I'm not a true Southern grits guy, but I do like it. I like it more with lemon, cream cheese, creme fraiche. Doesn't necessarily have to have cheese. If you want to put cream in, what you can do is part of the liquid can be cream if you want to. But we're going to go in with a little bit of butter, which I like to put butter in everything as well. I'm trying to be a little bit more healthy with that. But yeah. And you don't have to put butter in this. You can just leave it like it is. You don't have to put cheese in it. If you want to, you can. Parmesan, whatever you like, whatever cheese you like. Mm. Oh, so good. Let it go a little bit longer. Stirring it, let the butter melt. We'll go in with a little bit more salt. A little bit of crushed red pepper. Just a little spice to make it nice. And when you're cooking, put whatever music on. I'm on Cold Boy Radio right now. So whatever you like to listen to, just put it on in the background because cooking should be fun and simple and enjoy yourself. Cooking with people is always good. And if you want to go in with a little bit of cheese in your grits, well, go in with a little bit of cheese. Let's see what we have here. All right. So have a little bit of cheddar. When you only have one hand, you got to be creative. So pull out the cheese. Turn off your grits. Most grits are instant anyways anymore, so everything just cooks so fast. It used to be when you cook grits back in the day, holy crap, you'd be here all day. So you'd be here for a while. But try to do everything under 30 minutes is what I'm trying to do. I want to have time to be able to enjoy what I'm cooking. And I don't want to be on my feet too long because I'm just getting back to walking without a cane. So stir in the cheese. And the grits should stay warm, especially on this kind of oven, because with the residual heat. Otherwise, you cover it. If you're gonna be a while, cover it and put it on a hot spot on the oven so it stays warm. Check it one more time. A little bit more salt. Season it to your taste. Everybody's salt is a little bit different. And this is where you get to nice, creamy grits. And that'll be the base for our dish. All right. So timer's up. Watch your glasses. All right. We'll put this up top. Tomatoes look good. Oh, salmon. Almost there. Taking a little bit longer than I thought. We'll put that in there. We'll do another 4 minutes. And while we're doing that, we'll get a plate. I like to serve things in bowls. Big, nice, thick bowls like this. It's just easy to eat. Well insulated. Plus, you'll use it to stop pan so you can stir your grits a little bit more. All right. So, here we go. Spork on the ready. And here we go. Oh, that's Marcus. That's my Boston Terrier. He's my buddy. He likes to be in the kitchen to help me out because he wants me to give him some food. So I oblige him sometimes. Sometimes he loves salmon, so this might be for him as well. So we'll see if he's a good boy. Right, Marcus? Good boy. All right. We'll check the salmon one more time. See where we're at. Now, you can use a thermometer. If you're unsure, you can go by feel. But once you get, that might take a little bit more confidence. But until you get there, we're 135, so which is right where we need to be. We want to be about medium. So here's what we'll do. We'll put a little bit of the grits in the bowl. And the good thing too with the grits is I made extra so I can have it so it'll firm up in the fridge when I put it in the fridge, and then you can heat it up, you can grill it, you can do whatever with it. It really does a lot. There's a lot of uses for it. So now we'll take the vegetables, and I did extra here. And then you put the salmon, and then you plate the salmon. And then there we go. We have a wonderful dish that's healthy. We have extra leftovers. We have extra vegetables for tomorrow. We have grits as well, and that way you can sit there and if you want, you can grill a piece of chicken. You can fry up some eggs, whatever you feel is up for some bacon, and you have breakfast and you have extra food as well. So that's the left-handed chef, and y'all enjoy, and I hope you do because I will, and I love cooking for y'all, and I enjoy it. So remember, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much.